Welcome everyone. This is for Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I have the Lenormand Reverie to set the tone. We have the Gilded Tarot for the read, uprights and reversals, as well as upright and reversal clarifiers from the Wild Unknown Tarot, Pocket Tarot here. So this is a general reading for Gemini. If you want something more specific, check out my info below, as well as my website, twinflames3344.com. I have a CD out there also called Ashes, Twin Towers to Twin Flames by Evelyn Stainthorpe, if you want to check that out. I've already pre-shuffled. I'm going to continue to do so. Take a deep breath, Gemini. Let's see what's going on for May of 2022 for Gemini. How is this eclipse affecting you? This is for Gemini. Gemini. For May 2022, Gemini. Gemini. Here we go. All right, we have the key to your freedom, standing up for yourself, and perhaps work, or aligning with work, or aligning with what resonates with you. We also have the Knight of Wands here, and a commitment, some kind of new passion here. And look at that. Some kind of sudden explosion, sudden stardom, sudden dreams come true. With the Six of Cups, the inner children, outer children, loving each other. This could be sudden marriage as well, or sudden freedom from marriage there. We have the home here too, and the flowers of peaceful spiritual union. That's beautiful. Beautiful, Gemini. We also have Scorpio there and Sagittarius. We have Aries here, as well as the union here. The King of Swords is here, and a King of Cups. So it could be a Scorpio King of Cups here. We've got Sagittarius as well, and then the King of Swords here. And some kind of happy union there, it looks like. Let's see how this works out. The bottom of the deck is the Wounded Warrior, perhaps cutting anchor with the Wounded Warriors, not wanting to be in that energy anymore, a victim mentality. And there's that suffering and silence and trying to let go of the nightmare there. Let's see what's underneath there. This is after grounding, integrating, looking closer at how to receive love in your life, or perhaps inspection or tests after this, cutting anchor and flying away, perhaps from, or you are the Wounded Warrior, suffering in silence, whether you want to get out of that mentality or you're leaving someone else with that mentality. Okay, Gemini. Gemini. Gemini, May 2022. May 2022 for Gemini. Gemini. One more. That wants to be seen. That's the Page of Swords. That's your energy. All right, Gemini, May 2022. Gemini, May 2022. Feeling a little bit in my kind of snooty Gemini way, you know, when you're not feeling so jovial. The first card out is the King of Cups, who's very jovial. He's having a party of one. So King of Cups, unconditional love, or perhaps a water sign masculine in your energy, Gemini, who's having fun on his own. The challenge for him is the Judgment card here, which can be an announcement, a call, a wake-up call, or some kind of decision here, which is a challenge for you or him. And the foundation is the Nine of Swords, that suffering and silence energy of Rapunzel in the tower, or somebody in their crib, which can be a baby, like locked up in their crib in their room, or just crying like a baby as well. Some kind of suffering. Maybe you're up nights, you can't sleep, or he can't sleep. He looks happy though. So we have Aquarius here as well for me. The recent past is the Seven of Cups upright, heaven in your eyes, seeing synchronicities. They're all beautiful options here. Perhaps you can't believe it, that they're all his options or your options. And crowning for you is the Temperance card reversed. And this could be losing patience, a loss of temper, someone, you know, having a temper tantrum, but also could be the fallen angel or Sagittarius reversed here. A need for patience, a need for balance. And then we have the Five of Pentacles reversed, which is recovering from some kind of exile or illness or injury here, coming back from that or being let back in. And then you see yourself as the devil. Okay, Gemini. See, I told you had that attitude today. You're seeing yourself as the devil on fire, or perhaps Capricorn in your energy. That could be in your chart, or somebody else who's just in your energy as the devil. And maybe they're smiling about it if this is that other person you're connected to. But we also have the fallen angel of Sagittarius here. And then water and Aquarius coming up. Around you, or how others see you, is the Justice card reversed. So some kind of injustice or lack of balance or lack of truth here. And there could be codependencies or addictions here. Or Capricorn upright, Libra reversed. And again, the challenge being Aquarius over here, but there's Sag reversed over here too. The block for you is the Four of Wands. The home, the family, the structure. Maybe you're not meant to be in a structured environment. This could be a divorce decree as well, an announcement of the final divorce, or maybe you are signing for a new house or home, or making a decision. But the challenge is this call. The announcement or decision or wake-up call is the challenge. And the block for you is the stable home environment. And why do you think of that as something unfair? Maybe you grew up in an unstable home environment, and maybe you think owning a home is something negative because of that, when it's not really. Maybe somebody wants to own a home with you, but there may be some addictions getting in the way here, or codependencies. What's coming here at the end is the Six of Swords, which is finding peace, perhaps at night especially. There could be somebody watching to see where someone's sneaking away to at night under that full moon here. And we're at a new moon right now with the eclipse. So perhaps by the full moon, someone might be sailing away. And what is connecting you to what's left hanging in limbo at the end of the read? Your release from anxiety, from prison, from negative thoughts. And this looks like sailing takes me away to where I'm always. So that could be that kind of energy coming up. And then what's left hanging in limbo at the end of your read is the war, taking down the field, perhaps feeling justified in doing so. Right, as the devil here. There's very much, they match the colors here very much. So again, there's nothing wrong with standing in your truth, but if it's done without love, that's what war is. So the war within can become the war without. So you might need to be careful about that, because this is someone finding peace in a release, triumphing over the field. Maybe you're doing some kind of karate, or or some kind of release class that makes you feel better. And then you feel like you've triumphed at the end of the day because you got rid of all that negative energy that you had stored up over here. I'm going to pull a few extra cards for the end in case I need them, and then we'll see what's going on with the underlying energies. And yeah, here we have the Fool at the bottom of the deck. Someone is free to leap with an open heart, taking a leap of faith here. And this was in the middle of Taurus's read. So you might have Taurus in your chart or be dealing with Taurus as well. And this was also reversed in Taurus's read. So somebody's free after resisting the sudden changes, and perhaps there's a Cancer energy that was saying, what the heck has taken so long? I'm waiting for you. And then this one's resisting change, and then finally are free to leap. And this can be after a sudden event or resisting those changes. So it could be a sudden event, an epiphany, some kind of sexual exchange. After somebody's saying, what's taking you so long? Perhaps they had to deal with some kind of crazy events, one after the other, or just not liking sudden change. And now someone's finally free. And this is implementing new changes, some kind of investment or making a plan after purging or dumped, or there's the Emperor there. Under the radar or bad reputation. Page of Cups, innocent love, puppy love, or a child. Under the radar with the Emperor. So I could be dealing with a child or a baby, or some kind of under radar inappropriate behavior, but they are both upright, so I don't feel like that's the case. But he could be dumped or purging or overwhelmed here, the Emperor here. Implementing a plan or some kind of investment here. perhaps in a car or for a child's car or in a trip or a move, and saying, what the heck is taking so long? And then, right, wanting the sudden changes to happen, which were being resisted by somebody, and someone's finally free. We have a lot of Aries energy up there, upright. So Aries, Cancer, upright, Scorpio's reversed. So again, and Knight of Cups reversed came up in Taurus's read here too, because that could have been a jealous Scorpio. So we had the Emperor over here upright, Aries, both upright, Cancer, and Scorpio reversed. And this could be after sex as well. Somebody says, what's taking so long? And then all of a sudden someone gets, this could be a player like coming in to have sex and then taking off as well. Or somebody's waiting for them. That can be a hit and run type of energy, which doesn't have to be sex. It could be something else. Where someone, this is like the getaway car, so someone could have stolen something as well, and then they feel free. So let's see what else is going on here. We got this happy energy in the middle of your read of somebody, which could be water energy or unconditional love, of somebody who, with an open heart, free to take a leap. But we also have some addicted energy here, right? The fallen angel and the devil over here, which can just be Capricorn if that's heavy in your chart, or someone who's Capricorn heavy in your space. We got Capricorn and Aries surrounding the one suffering in silence. Maybe the one suffering in silence isn't really suffering. That could be this person enjoying their own company while these two are dealing with their detox issues. Looks like there is finances going out, a lot of money being spent. There was 7 pentacles, now there's 5, which is both reversed as well. It's still going out. And as far as the swords aren't too bad. There is suffering in silence over here, but is it just deemed that way because you're by yourself and other people see that being by yourself as being a state of suffering in silence? But this is someone finding peace at night in release of thoughts, or maybe having a class or something that helps you release your energies, or your own little workout routine or something like that, or just meditation. I'm not really getting meditation here. It feels like more of a physical, something physical. Or perhaps going out sailing or on a boat to just release. Makes you feel better. Or just getting out on the water. Maybe you're on your inner tube in your pool. Connecting with water is always a good thing. All right, so overall, again, we have Aries, Scorpio, Cancer, Sagittarius reversed, and Scorpio reversed, and then Capricorn, Libra reversed. Got a lot of energies here. Why is the Fool upright, Gemini, for you? The King of Wands. So the Fool could be the King of Wands for sure. That could be Aries, along with the Empress reversed, which could be Taurus energies as well reversed. And Taurus, we just did Taurus's reads if you want to check that out. But the King of Wands may have Taurus in his chart or be feeling in lack or stuck with someone who's in lack right here. And we had the Emperor upright in this underlying energy, and here's the Empress reversed. So I wonder if there's some difficulties between the Emperor and the Empress here. But looks like the King of Wands is free. And he may be free to reap rewards of his efforts. Perhaps without this energy that may have been draining him or lack. It could be, this could be someone, Empress reverse could be someone who had a miscarriage, but that's not the focus of this read. The recent past is the Seven of Cups upright. Why is that there for Gemini? We got the Mother of Swords, so that's that Gemini energy reversed. This could be someone who's just gone silent or quiet, or she could be spiteful or mad or very hurt, with heaven in their eyes, or lots of choices, or seeing synchronicities regarding the freedom of the Fool, of someone being free to leap with their world upside down. And maybe this is the Queen of Swords before. Now she's free to leap with Aries in her chart. Or this can be you with codependencies here, or just on fire and seeing synchronicities. But this is the Fool reversed. So either you changed your perspective or the Fool is somebody else, because you're coming up with the Fool reversed with failure to launch. And this one's out the back there, or out the front rather, and just getting going. This could also be a child who's struggling to leave the nest, and it's frustrating you. And the foundation is the Nine of Swords. The Mother of Cups reversed. So she could be sad or crying or grieving here that somebody else is free, or maybe she's crying tears of joy that she's finally free and released. This could be two people releasing together, having sex, but then somebody left and the other one was then upset. The Truth, where the Queen of Cups is released from their anxieties or worries or their prison, because now they have the truth to present regarding perhaps their own boredom, or the rat, someone who ratted them out, or how to receive love here. Or how could she love someone who is such a rat, right? Who was so, or perhaps someone who was bad to them. The King of Cups in the center of the reed. The Ten of Cups, he's in the spotlight. This is like being on stage, but he has no audience. He's perfectly happy with himself. This is someone being the star of their own life. But the Sun's reversed. So maybe he's tired of getting all that attention or being under the spotlight, so he's happy by himself. Overexposed or over-radiated, or perhaps he got burned in the sun, so now he's just happy to be alone in the cool place, perhaps in the air conditioning. And again, there's the Nine of Cups upright. So we've got 9 and 10, complete emotional fulfillment, but lack of sunshine here, or overexposure. So just happy to be with his own thoughts is what I'm getting from that picture. But it's really blissful here, except the sun isn't full power here. It's just a casual sun energy, but a lot of emotional fulfillment there. Why is there a challenge of the Judgment card? And this could be challenged by judgment outside of himself, right? Of being famous, not wanting to be out in public. He'd rather be by himself. Judgment. And this could be a breakup or a purge. Somebody getting dumped on. Somebody being judged, always being judged or made to cry. This could be purging out any kind of liquid, whether it's vomiting, sweating it out, overwhelmed, or pushed to the emotional limit and getting over it, just getting over it. I guess when you're a star, eventually you just get over it. You don't have any other choice. And you don't fight anymore. This is standing up for yourself. And you learn, don't worry about it. It doesn't mean anything. Don't worry about what other people think about you. So, crowning here is the Temperance card reversed. For Gemini, why is the Temperance card reversed? Crowning in the present moment. These two guys coming up. This is the Wounded Warrior Sagittarius, again, surrendering to the establishment or surrendering their keys to somebody. Have to give their keys back. Surrendering in a marriage, a commitment, a contract, an establishment, right? This is the Hierophant here. That could be just societal norms as well. And just surrendering, like not fighting it anymore. But this is not balanced energy either. Considered the fallen angel according to society, but that doesn't mean they are. And there's the Five of Swords. This is the internal war, right? Society versus your authentic self. But this could be somebody around you, maybe someone you're trying to connect with. Or if it could be you, if you have a lot of Capricorn, Sagittarius in your chart. But again, there's a fight here. We have the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands here. The fight with society, with the man, with establishment, right? This is Sagittarius who's anti-establishment. But perhaps they've been raised to be part of the establishment, and now they're switching. They're learning how to be their authentic self and not going by the establishment just because that's what they say is right. This is someone who's very not the establishment. What's coming up here is the Five of Pentacles reversed. And there is the moon reverse. There's some kind of deception, or this is just the new moon that we just had yesterday. And recovering from it, the eclipse here. The Page of Pentacles reverse. That can be a child or in need of help, money or opportunity, or the opportunist perhaps. How to get back into the fold here without an excuse. This is somebody who's needy for attention, or doing things under the radar, or getting paid under the table. You know, this could be those out in the cold, right? The people who are getting paid under the table, who have no recourse with their boss because they can't show that they were working for them. That could be as well. And then we have the Devil over here. The Hanging Man, seeing new perspectives, being wise. In separation, or when you're all jumbled in your solar plexus here. So some kind of disappointment or separation or heartbreak here, and learning how to see new perspectives by smoothing out the layers in your solar plexus here regarding your desires here. And there's red eyes in the bat too. There's red eyes here. This is very devilish energy. And this could just be like no sleep whatsoever. So narcolepsy could be coming up as well, because that came up somewhere else. Why is the Injustice card around you? How others see you or somebody else around you. We have the High Priestess. That can be Pisces or the Divine Feminine, very much in her power. And this is somebody coming clean, getting clean or cleaning up their act, right? Before they were pretending like they were all peaceful, but they're hiding a sword back here, right? They don't trust people, so they were protecting themselves just in case, but it's still in your energy if you're behaving that way. So it doesn't work in your favor. And this is somebody finally coming clean about doing that, and the injustice that they feel of the burden, the Atlas energy of the weight of the world, and feeling broken, broke down or broke up, broken in. And then there's the Lovers, that's Gemini. And the Emperor reversed. So, and that's Aries reversed with Gemini upright. So it could be affection here between the Emperor and the Chariot here. This could be, the Lovers is upright, so there is affection here. There is a bond here, but they're not seeing eye to eye, or they're at a distance, or they're both in a negative self-talk type of energy here, whereas the Divine Feminine or Pisces energy over here is upright. It just can be a Cancer and Aries around the Lovers here, and Taurus was coming up in very positive energies with negative energies around them. So maybe there's a Taurus that you're in love with, or that's energy of your children around you. But it's like this really positive Lovers energy with negative Cancer and Aries energy around that. But the Pisces energy is positive. And this is like the Swords energy coming clean about their burdens here, and the injustice here of the devil or their desires or their codependencies and addictions. And then the block for you is the home, the stability. Why? For Gemini, feeling like you've no options or can't implement your options at this time. Regarding the loss of family, this is the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or community, but it's reversed. So some kind of dysfunction or loss in this family, or misguided use of funds or money. And this could be an upbringing that you learn that you don't like stability, you don't like the home, because it wasn't a good place for you. It wasn't a stable place because it may have been abusive, or a lack of finances, or whatever it was. It's caused a block for you. And also the challenge of announcing things, the challenge of the wake-up call, the challenge of making decisions on where to live or how to live. And then again, here's that getting away at night for peace. And there's that Six of Cups reverse. That's a falling out in the past, or a bad childhood, or just a negative past, bad memories, or difficult children, imbalance, inequity in the relationship here. Whatever the falling out is, whether it was a romantic relationship, maybe it's a twin flame energy where you're not together and it's very difficult because you feel them all the time. There's some kind of big inequity, but able to find peace at night, perhaps at work or doing work, or with the Knight of Cups, perhaps a child who's very loving here, who releases you, makes you feel free again, or making magic. That's your card here, right? Triumphing over the field, finding your peace and connecting with self, connecting with the King of Swords. Maybe this is you as Gemini connecting with yourself, or this could be two Geminis connecting with each other, or you and another air sign who's very in balance with you here. But again, it can be within yourself as well. Just be reconnecting with yourself when you get thrown off balance. So who do you have again? You have Scorpio, Aries, Cancer in the underlying energies. Scorpio's reversed, Sag is reversed, and this guy could be Scorpio or Cancer. I don't know. They're both reversed in the underlying energies. He could just be a happy guy right now. But the Queen of Cups is reversed right here. So that could be some kind of disconnect between these two. He's happy, she's not. And we have Capricorn here, Libra reversed here, and then what's coming up next is the Four of Pentacles reversed, letting go, whereas keeping your cards close to your chest here. This is putting it all out on the table, laying it all out on the line, triumphing over the field with the Queen of Wands, which also came up in Taurus's read, upright. Putting it all out there for the Queen of Wands, who's really sexy and popular and social and into herself. That could be that Taurus energy for sure that came up in the Taurus read. The Knight of Swords is rushing in with the truth there, perhaps on her behalf, or that's her. And then the Knight of Pentacles reversed, who's being stubborn or fixed or refusing to move or work or just a block. And there's the King of Swords. That could be you. He's upright. In disconnect, not seeing eye to eye or at a distance, not seeing face to face, which came up in Taurus's read as well. And then we have the Page of Wands reversed, who's frustrated or bouncing off the walls or uninspired or sick. Okay. And then walking away from this. Walking away from the poop in the yard, the mess in the yard. And this could be pissed off at children who left the place a mess and sick of it and leaving. Or kicking somebody out. Because that came up in Taurus's read too with the Tower. And you had the Tower here too. Or perhaps kicking somebody out or threatening to. And so why do we have the Queen of Wands there? After letting go, after triumphing over the field. Letting go, finding peace with the home. So these are both coming up again. The finding peace and the home, which is here, which is a block for you. But learning to find peace with structure and the home and dependence or your own dependency. Allowing yourself to be dependent on someone else or allowing your children a stable home with the Queen of Wands there. And then the Knight of Swords is upright as well. Offering time, money, and effort, stardom, healing, dreams coming true, and with new information coming in here, or clarity here from the King of Swords, or from the Knight of Swords rather, coming up about the Knight of Pentacles reversed, who's not that at all. They're very fixed or blocked, or that's the Queen of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is coming up with the Queen of Pentacles, that she's not working, or she's stubborn, or she's disabled, or she's on strike, perhaps with child here, and perhaps very poor judgment. Or this King of Swords could have Aquarius in his chart. Somebody's walking away here. Why is the King of Swords, or who is the King of Swords? The Daughter of Swords. So this is the Knight of Swords. So this is the Knight of Swords reversed, but it's upright here. So he either he was either holding his tongue, but now he's not, or this is his child, the Knight of Swords reversed, speaking on behalf of them perhaps. And there's a little child there, little lamb. But this is someone taking a rest or a break or connecting in 5D, right? And disconnect or at a distance here. And this is the King of Swords here. He could be a negative self-talk himself or be like just silent, like a lamb. I don't think he's lashing out here because he's upright. It's like he's something to say, but he's keeping it quiet after he let it out over there. And just taking a rest or a break, or perhaps has to take care of a child here on rest or break. Or that's 5D connection with the Hermit. That could be a Virgo or a professional. And then in a twist of fate or downturn here with Libra reversed and the Page of Swords reversed. And that's the Son of Wands, same card. This is Knight though. The Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands. Dumping multiple loads or emotional attachments and walking away. This could be a kid leaving the house or two kids leaving the house. Not so suddenly, or after a sudden explosion here. There might have been a big fight with the Queen of Wands over here. She's upright here though. So who's walking away? Exactly. Who's walking away? The Ace of Wands, fiery sign. It's a lot of fire here. It looks like the Page of Wands and the Queen of Wands had a big fight, but they're both upright. But the Page of Wands isn't upright. So this is the Page of Wands, frustrated, uninspired, in a heated exchange here. And there's Leo here. So that's who's leaving, is the Leo. Being strong in a betrayal or to end the pain and letting go and having justice. So this could be a Page of Wands reversed. It could be or Knight of Wands reversed. It could be definitely fiery someone, but it could be Leo in their chart and or just being strong, or there's Libra here as well, or two cats, or they're just black and white, or they go at it like cats, and there's someone in the middle here too, or it's just the world in the middle here. The bottom of the deck ends up being the Two of Pentacles reversed, which is, you know, either breaking the patterns or dropping the ball, right? Dropping the facade, no longer being that anymore. Trying to end, this is suffering in silence. And because of suffering in silence, dropping the ball or dropping the act. And let's see what else comes up for you here. So I'm pulling today from the Romance Angels and the Shaman Dreams. So let's see what comes up here for Gemini. So it could be just two like fighting like cats because they have polar opposite opinions about things. But someone's leaving, and that was definitely coming up the past couple of days, is someone getting pushed out of the house or pushed out of a relationship or pushed out of the job, whatever it is. It felt more like home though in other places I've seen it. And this isn't so much about the job here at all. This is about home stuff or friends and children, that kind of stuff, or loved ones. So trying to see new perspectives on addictions and codependencies and separation, disappointment, or trying to let go of the jumbled upness in your solar plexus. And again, Queen of Wands may be fighting with the Page of Wands reversed here, and the King of Swords may be in the middle there with, there's two knights here, Knight of Swords, which can be him, and there's another Knight of Pentacles here, who's the Queen of Pentacles, or these can actually be two children, two separately. The Swords and the Wands families here, but there's Pentacles too. And that can be like someone, the Page of Wands reversed may be very much like the Queen of Wands, and that's why they fight all the time. And then the King of Wands with the Knight of Swords are both upright, but there's also a Knight of Pentacles reversed there, which can just represent a block as well. This is for Gemini. What does Gemini need to know? There's three here. True love, it's a romance of a lifetime. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance and getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. And this could be actually getting kids out of the house to start some kind of romance, but there's some kind of deception here, wearing false masks, or just dealing with masks in this relationship. And to fully release your ex, whether you have an ex or not, could be your children. The time has come to clear your energy. So you may be kicking people out of the house or leaving a situation that doesn't serve you anymore so that you can explore this new romance here. But it looks a little crazy. There's definitely some fiery codependency here. Unrequited love is the underlying energy. After expressing your love, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. And then there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So whether that has to do with living with a child or a partner or a new relationship, it definitely looks like there's something new coming in for you. But someone first has to walk away. Someone's definitely standing up for themselves, and maybe why it's the Five of Swords is because before maybe you're being too nice, or they weren't listening to you and they were walking all over you, and now you're not going to do that anymore. They have to make their own way. They shouldn't make you suffer in silence and not have your dreams too. Okay. The empty well. It's time to replenish. 16. The Tower. So after these sudden events, or again, the empty well, after depleting yourself, it's time to fill up. Unmarked trail. You have a revelation about some kind of separation or heartbreak or disappointment here. Some kind of sudden revelation. And the 19 of the Sun and the Fallen Angel, spiritual narcolepsy, which I brought up for your read as well. Maybe there's just been an issue with sleep here. And then dances on one foot, the balancing act, trying to do it all. The 9 of Endings in the Hermit. So again, there's Leo and Virgo here as well as Scorpio. And, you know, perhaps literally sleepwalking. And it's time to replenish yourself. You can't go on like this. And then the crossing, the initiation, to take that first step. That Page of Swords, which is Gemini. And take that first step. That's all it takes. The bottom of the deck is Feast of Plenty, choices and their consequences. The 20 of Judgment. And again, perhaps sharing a soda or something here. Or it depends on your perspective. Is this 2 swords hurting something, or are you sharing a soda? Maybe they have really cool straws here in shapes of knives. The Feast of Plenty, choices and their consequences, of judgment, of being a judgmental person, of that wake-up call of announcements, making decisions. And there's that joyful muse that Taurus got, of inspiration, standing up for yourself and enjoying yourself. And that reminds me so much of Gemini for sure. And allow yourself to feast for yourself, nourish yourself. It's time for you to fill up your tank. Okay, Gemini. Yep. It's definitely beautiful up front, the overall reading there. It's about like there's sudden events definitely to clear your way and get past blocks around stability and having a home. It definitely looks like you're going into a home and marriage and stability type of energy and spiritual union. But you need to get past these blocks and children issues, get them out of your way to fill up your own tank and to allow this to manifest. So that's amazing, Gemini. So remember your water, your rest, your joy, and your nature. Your muse, music, which is the muse of the inner child. It was just 3838 of the Queen of Cups. So remember to breathe and be in your joy. Follow your own intuition, which you know. You're so smart, Gemini, and communicative. So use those talents of yours and rise and be loved. I'll see you soon. Have an amazing day and life. Bye. Till next time.